Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Nasa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective.
Where have you been all my life?
What song is that?
Rihanna.
Oh.
I've been everywhere, man, looking for someone. We've been gone, so where have you been all my life?
I was thinking Twin.
Oh,
Where have you been?
Okay, that's a nobody knows me quite like you. Nobody gon' love me quite like you.
I feel like you have to sing it hard.
You do. You do. All right.
Hi, y'all.
Y'all got an attitude.
That's real.
Attitude.
Let's just go ahead and dive in. Welcome to the Go Ladies podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share.
The finale.
We are on YouTube and all the social media platforms.
The finale.
It's not the finale. We're not speaking those things.
We're not.
Okay. Let's just get into it. We've been MIA. Prior to the show, Nasa and I had a real come to Jesus, heart to heart. Podcasting is hard when it's just you. It's really hard. I'll let you tell your story. But it is. It's hard. Let's just be real. Talk about it.
So, podcasting, number one, isn't free.
Right.
Let's just start there. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh, you can do it just with your phone and app. You can. Mm-hmm. You can. Mm-hmm. And there are apps that we've tried before, and that we utilized initially.
Yeah.
And still do.
Yeah.
But when you want something a little bit more elevated, especially with our background in TV news, I know that what I really want, I've said this from the very beginning, is a 3-camera shoot. I want a 3-camera shoot.
Yeah.
That doesn't like that's too much to ask in today's world where everybody has phones and cameras. I can go to Best Buy and get them. Except for I'm realizing quickly.
Yeah.
Over the past 5 years, you think maybe they that quick, it's been 5 years. But I am not production staff.
No, we're not.
That's never been my ministry. And as many YouTube videos as I've tried to watch, as many classes I have paid for and tried to watch, this is not what I went to school for.
Right.
I'm not a mechanical engineer. I don't enjoy, and nor am I good at, the visual aspect. Even in my role as a communicator, I can tell you, I needed to feel and look like this. Right. But I don't have an eye for it. You know what I mean? So that's why things like Canva and ChatGPT are great, because I can then put my vision into it. Yep. And then it creates the vision.
Yes. Yep.
Remember I used to work with you for the government, and we did the Christmas card every year? And I had this piece of paper, and I'd be like, and look, walk with me here. It's a tree, and there's snow falling.
Love a tree. Lord,
yeah, let me tell you right now, I can't draw.
No, you cannot.
So the grandma would be like, all right, I see. And he was like, you want me to get that from this? My little stick man. I'm like, yes. And he would, because they were good. I could walk them through the vision. With us being the production staff
and the talent
and the marketing team
and
and we have real jobs.
That's the thing.
This isn't what I do all day.
We very much have real jobs,
right? This is not what I do all day every day.
A lot that are almost 24/7.
Definitely
type of on call ish jobs. Yeah.
And so and I'm not a Mac girl or an iPhone girl.
No, you're not.
Android all day
for her.
PC. I like a mouse. Things. I'm a Gen Xer. It is what it is.
I like a mouse. I'm both.
Yeah,
because I'm an OG millennial. So
exactly.
I can go back and forth. I've had an Android. Now I'm an Apple girl. I have a Mac, but I work on a PC. Yes, I can go back and forth. Y'all, it's hard and it can be discouraging. I mean, let's just get all the way real. It can be discouraging. And we were talking, and obviously we're not going to name names, but sometimes you see others, and we spoke about this on another episode.
Yes.
And you're like, kudos to them, but it's like, why isn't that happening for us yet? Or why don't we have this? Why is it still so difficult 5 years in? And that's the reality of it.
Right.
And there are times you just like, forget it. I just don't even want to do it anymore. That for anybody thinking of starting a podcast or what, and
we've achieved a lot because a lot of folks don't even get to 5 seasons. They do 3 episodes and are done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get the fact that we've been in it for the long haul, and it's been an evolution, and I am proud of what we've done.
Yes,
there are still many more things that I want to do.
Yeah,
there are additional sponsors that we want to work with. There's some more red carpets we would love to do. Yeah, and hosting of events that we would love to do.
Absolutely, yes.
And I feel like we talk about something.
That part. What I mean? And you said that. Yeah. Yes,
we're funny. Yeah. Yes, we're cute. Hey. I got my new braids.
She did.
But I also think that we are substantive. Yeah. And it might not be everybody's cup of tea. Right. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
You're not.
I don't want to be everybody's cup of tea.
We're champagne or tea or tequila or rum.
Or rum. So we're those type of things.
Yeah.
But I hope people walk away from this experience being better for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's just to say, me too, girl.
Yes.
Me too.
I feel like that was the whole point. We provide a voice for women of a certain age who are still living. We're not decrepit or ready to hang it up. And we still outside.
Trying to be outside today with my new braids.
All right. So that ends the show. No. And we talked about, and I did a video because we do have people who actually listen, and we say thank you. I ran into a woman, I met her for the first time, and she told me how a particular episode resonated with her, and the course of action she took as a result of listening to it. And I was like, thank you. And it was in a moment where I was feeling, we hadn't recorded in a while, and I'm just similar to you, I'm like, are people even listening? Are do you even care? I think we have those feelings. Mm-hmm. And hearing her say that was like, okay, God, we got to keep going. We're not done yet. For me is how I felt. Keep going, because you don't know.
It all takes a little bit. I remember when I was at a burger joint, and this lady said, aren't you that author? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I am. Mm-hmm. I am that author.
You are. Yeah.
And sometimes you don't think about it because your life feels like it's different chapters. That chapter has moved on or closed, or you've closed it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's been... I am particularly frustrated today in the fact of I thought I found a solution for the 3-camera shoot.
Right.
And then to have that not work, it's just at this point, and the finance of it, I can't invest not one more penny into this right now, just because of other obligations that I have going on, and the world being crazy. I'm trying to stack some dough, and it's hard to stack dough when you're trying to get out of debt and also still wanting to live some. It's just it's a weird little spot that we're in right now. But so I got a little attitude. So beyond the technical stuff, because that's been a pain,
right?
And so obviously that's the real source of my angst.
Yeah,
you guys can probably hear it in my voice because I can't hear myself right now because my ears are stuffy. I've been sick, so y'all know I'm the sickly one of the group, right? I mean, let's be honest, right?
The polio.
I mean, no.
I'm the sickly
one. Out of the two of us, I'm the one with the autoimmune disease. Yes. I'm the one who tends to go down, unfortunately, more often. Okay. And I appreciate the grace you give me for that. I mean, you my peoples.
I know.
But you could be like, bitch, you always sick. And
no.
I'd be like,
because it could be me.
Yeah. That could have been me.
Look, don't let us have praise and worship.
So, February 26th, I know the exact date, is when I started feeling bad. And so I have sinus issues, and I go too hard to paint, and I get run down, and things just happen. And so I have sinus issues. I normally get them twice a year. once in the spring, once in the fall. Kind of like clockwork.
Yeah.
So, and I went to the doctor because I knew it was coming. I was like, I feel it. Let's go ahead and just get ahead of it.
Yeah.
I'm being proactive. Go to the doctor. She's like, yep, here's meds. We're going to do this. A week later, still down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey. Still down. Call him up. Yep, you're still down. Getting a little worse.
Yeah.
We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Hey. A week later.
Jeez.
I'm still down.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I did take one day to actually lay. The rest of the time, I either worked from home, and then I went back to the office the next week. So I was just like, because you can't just stay at the house forever, especially when you got, things to do. So, 4 doctor's visits.
Yeah.
2 rounds of antibiotics.
Jeez.
A round of steroids. And you still hear me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're recording this on the 21st, 22nd, whatever.
Yeah.
But
22nd.
22nd. That's damn near a month of me being down, which is why you haven't seen us, because I'm doing great to get through the work day because, I got to pay the bills.
Yeah, amen.
And then at the end of the day, we tried. I was like, hey, we can try to record tonight.
Yeah.
And then I hit her up, I was like, hey.
I can't do it.
I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot. And so, and I'm proud of me for even calling the fact that I cannot.
Me too. I'm sorry.
Because normally I would try to push through.
You sure would.
And people are like, well, you went to Vegas. I did go to Vegas. My cousin got married. But people are like, oh, people think I just did a total turn up in Vegas. I had one night out in Vegas after a 2-hour nap.
Yeah. Yep. You said that, yeah.
And so, and still was just like, all right, here we go.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
And that's because it's my family. They're getting married. And I wanted to, of course, celebrate them.
Yeah.
But my daughter who was with me, was super kind. She was like, we ain't got to do Vegas that way. We can do Vegas our way. And we did. We got up when we wanted to. We moved around in the morning. Took a good nap, and then we would see some more seats or see family in the evening, and then, kind of just kept it pushing. But we were not on the strip shaking ass till the wee hours of the morning, except for one time, and even with that, it was like, all right, quick,
break up in out.
All right.
I'm gonna head out
in a heartbeat. I'm gonna see y'all later.
Yes,
I ain't got it no more.
Absolutely,
so
and that's okay. And I'm glad. I mean, you are on the mend.
I am.
You're getting there. But I was very proud of you for calling an audible.
I'm still moving slow. Like this house, I got to clean this house this weekend. Get everything back in order just to pack again to get ready to go again. But I'm just like, I'm moving at my own pace. Which
I like
is weird
this.
for me.
I know, girl. Because otherwise you'd be laid out. So you have to move at your own pace.
But my baseboards need some help and attention. I'm going to get on them with all.
Yes,
they need some attention.
Yes.
So you own baseboards on my
girl. But you also know when you get older, when you need to sit down, sit down.
Yeah. Real talk, I think I'm going to just hire somebody to come in and do it.
Do it.
Because
do it all the time. You ain't got it.
I ain't got it right now.
No.
Just like, give me back to the baseline and then I can maintain. But right now I'm just like, I need a break.
And I'm learning one of our sorors who is in finance, having had a conversation about kind of your non-negotiables. And she says, when she counsels people, she's not a super stickler. Don't do this, do that. She talks about the relationship around money, what feelings bubble up when you hear money talk or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then that helps her better assess the situation. And for some people, the outsourcing of home duties is actually better for them, And like we talked about, you may cut somewhere else. But in the long run, if that's going to help your mental, help your health, whatever that may be, give you more time back, get somebody to clean your house.
And the thing is, like I always said, I don't need you to clean my whole house.
Right.
I need you to clean the common spaces.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'll maintain myself. You can't go through my bills for me or that kind of stuff. But like, just the common spaces, hit those. Yeah. So I can then maintain.
Absolutely. Do what you gotta do.
Man. I don't know. How do you feel right now? I know that, talk about the pod, and the stress is there.
I was wondering where you were going.
I feel like,
yeah,
I will be honest, very transparent. I feel like for me right now, I am spending, I'm allegedly spending more time at home, even though I'm really not.
Right.
I'm quite busy right now. But when I'm not busy, I like to come back here. And I've always, of course, enjoyed my home.
Yeah.
But right now, it's I made it back home. You know, that
your
I haven't.
safe space.
Yes. And it's being very pronounced that it is my safe space. Because I feel like there's so much craziness in the world right now.
For sure.
You know, of course, yes, we want the pod to be great, and that's a level of stress. Of course, we have the 9 to 5, and we're working, and that's a level of stress. Of course, you know, you have relationships, and you're trying to maintain those, and parents are getting older, and just trying to do everything. So that's a level of stress.
Yeah.
Being there for your friends who are going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
As much as you want to be there, it's still a level of stress.
It is a level of stress.
And then the constant bombardment of whatever else is going on. I just feel like it just feels, the word we use is oppressive right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel very much so like if I'm not inside my 4 walls, you know, then I'm just like, ooh, it's a little tricky out there. How do you feel?
I could understand that. I'm tired. Truth is, I'm tired.
Come on now.
I'm tired. It's interesting. I had a meeting, and someone asked how I was, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm not sleepy. Some of it is sleepy, but I was like, I'm just tired. A lot. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm tired. How I manage it, as you know, I lean into health and wellness. Lord willing, as long as I got breath, I'm going to move. And I will stand on that.
Yeah.
I just, that has helped me. The world is gone world. I'm going to move my body. I'm going to do boots on the ground. And I know, you know, the stuff people make fun, the world and black people, like, thank God for joy and rest when I can get it. Community is very important to me right now. And like you've mentioned on past episodes, just navigating whiteness and maleness. I am very intentional, and I feel safe when I'm with my people.
Yeah.
So any opportunity I can do that, like even just being here with you, and you know, I told you, I'm like, I don't have anywhere to be. I can hang out here all day.
Right. We gonna have lunch right here.
You know, because I'm just, especially where we live and all. I'm like, I need my girls. I need some mocha latte. Like,
yes,
you know. So yeah, it's important to me. But I would say I'm tired. You know, I'll be fine. I know I will be. I believe that, but I'm tired.
Yeah, I think this week I've had a hard time balancing the joy aspect of it. Because I think we've said, you're right, we have to carve out those moments of joy for ourselves, and joy is revolutionary, right?
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that in any shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
I also think sometimes, I'm trying to think my word choice.
I mean, I know.
You know, I sit back and think about it for a second.
I know you do. Take your time.
I also sometimes feel like there are those who are not doing joy as resistance, who are doing distance and detachment and abrogating responsibility in this moment too. You know what I mean? It's one thing if it's all hands on deck and you get off every now and then to be like, you know, let me take a step up here.
Yeah.
Recenter, replenish, let me get back in. There are some people who are just out there and just like, well, it doesn't impact me for real.
The devil is a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Because
what?
I'm like,
now that's Delulu.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I saw this thing which woman posted. It's a black woman. She posted about Target, and she was like, yeah, I was in Target, blah, blah, blah. First of all, whether you're in or not, to be so obtuse that you even I ain't been to Target.
Me either. We love Target.
Love Target.
Yeah, we did.
And I get the fact that Target's marketing team has had everybody black in the commercial trying to entice us back. I know. I saw the commercial.
We know what you're doing.
I saw the commercial and I was like, we look so happy at the Target. And I want to go to the Target.
And that's the point of it. It's difficult. It's meant to be like it's easy to give up things that you don't even eat or do anyway. That's easy.
You say give it Doritos? I never had one. Easy to give one up.
Hello. Yes.
Doritos?
Yes.
You tell me to give up Target?
Yeah.
When the spring collection is out? You know I need a new white t-shirt.
Yep, in my white tee.
Come on now. I need about 10 types of t-shirts every year.
Hello, you do. We are the same.
Because white get a little dingy. You gotta get the
we grew up that way. Yes. Get you your white shirts for the season.
Yes.
All right.
And so I'm like,
yeah, and they don't care. That's the thing. Like the fact that she posted and what about it?
Yeah.
Like,
did you see that video on social media? The black women going around Target to other black people.
Yes.
You ain't supposed to be here, sis. They're like, you right. My stuff back.
But then somebody was like, but you ain't here.
I ain't buying that. I'm in here just being the siren's call, keeping you out of it.
I've seen
it.
Yeah, I have.
I
was like, we not.
Loved it, Yeah. And I get it. People are like, well, how long are we going to do it for? Until you reinstate TEI.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Until you acknowledge the fact that your consumer base is very diverse and that you were wrong for leaving us behind.
Yeah.
That's how long I'm in for. Mm-hmm. And if you can't, then, oh well. Like...
Or, and I'm not giving it out, but like you said, for me, the fact that she did a video, if you gone in there, shut up. Like, I'm not saying I have not, be clear. I've not been online on there either, but just, like you said, the boldness to be like, yeah.
I need stuff.
Right? And those are the conversations
And I'm like,
we're having.
Where am I get that from? Okay, I gotta go here. Let me go look in here,
One of my friends, we were like, girl, this is hard. Like, that's real for a lot of people because you're used to going there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I ain't gonna say their name.
Don't.
But I'll always say it also is interesting of how little resolve people have. Mm-hmm. And I get that everybody's politics aren't the same.
They're not. They're not.
So people have different approaches. However, I'm just like, thank God it's the bus boycott, because your ass would have ridden the bus.
Absolutely.
So a lot of folks would have been on the bus today.
And we know them.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like... Which I have to admit, it changes how I move with you going forward.
Now you're going somewhere. Yeah.
Yep. I don't argue with people that Harriet would have shot or left behind.
Right.
I said that frequently. And I'm not going to. I'm also not going to entertain you being in my space when I know that you're not committed to my wholeness and my freedom. Period, point blank.
The end.
Yeah. I know I was talking to a friend, and she has a friend on another side who is very MAGA-y. And she's telling me the story about, she was very disappointed in her friend, blah, 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 for being very MAGA-y. And all I can get out of my head is, but you're still using the word friend with them. And I cannot. I cannot. There is a line in the sand. People are like, well, can't we all just get along? Nope, not Rodney King, not this moment. Nope,
Rodney King.
No, we cannot. I will not. I will not.
You shan't.
I shan't. Simply because you wouldn't ask a Jewish person to be friends with a Nazi and say, why can't we just get along? You wouldn't do that. There are so many other instances. I'm never going to go through them. But
I know.
You just wouldn't ask somebody who has been oppressed.
Yes.
To just, can't we all just get along? I cannot and shall not.
Yeah. I got you.
Nope.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I cannot.
No, thank you.
And people are like, well, how are you going to get people back for the next election, whatever else? That's not my water to carry.
Right.
That's somebody else's job to recruit people and bring them back to the fold. That is not my water to carry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My water to carry is to get those that sat on the sideline re-engaged. You know? Because while you sat on the sideline, that was wrong too. But I'd rather engage you and see how can I get you to the polls.
Yeah.
What are the barriers, obstacles you have in getting to the polls, instead of trying to actually convince somebody else who doesn't see my humanity.
Right.
I ain't got time for that.
I understand. It's interesting because I'm thinking of not just within my company structure, but I feel like my assignment is to be the storyteller.
You said that a lot recently.
I feel it a lot, and especially in the spaces I'm in.
Yeah.
Which leads me to, when we talked about why am I not the moderator or the whatever, I'm behind the scenes for a reason. Someone got to tell the story. You see it all throughout history. You have the griot. Somebody has to
tell the story.
Keep the recipes. Somebody has to tell the story. And right. I don't know. Lately, that's just been on me. And especially with people I meet. Like, okay, how can I amplify our stories? And because I can relate to them.
Yeah.
This sector can't. They might not understand why it's important. But I'm here for that reason. And I'm okay with that. Right now.
I get it.
But I'm like, okay. And sharing information. That's what we do. I think that's part of the gift. God gave us gifts. Like I didn't work in news by happenstance.
No.
Like sharing the information, the right information, the factual information, and telling the stories, which helps get people to the polls and hear, they said, well, no, here's what
it really
truth.
is.
Yeah. I'm finally leaning into it. Sometimes it's hard. I think we all run from assignment a lot, right? You hear we're preachers, but it's not just preachers. We all run from our assignment.
We do.
We're like, really, God, this it? I'm supposed to do this.
You be side-eyeing assignment? Let me see.
You show.
Right.
Me. All right.
Go up his mouth.
So seriously, one fish.
Yeah. No cornmeal. It's gonna make fishes in love, y'all. These people.
For all of them. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna wipe bread? I swear, the Lord probably talked to me and be like, let me go talk to Nate. Like, I know he shake his head.
Right.
Let me go talk to her. Let me be like, hey.
Hey, God.
So, because for real, my prayers don't, I'm Jesus, my homeboy.
I know.
We be having for real conversations.
Right.
Like,
yeah. No, they're not formal.
No, at all.
Y'all be talking.
At all. And so, if you give me the lottery winnings, I'm going to do 85-90% good. I'm really only going to do 10 BS. I ain't going to lie to you.
Right.
I'm going to turn up. There's going to be some BS in there. There's going to be some shaking.
Yeah.
But think about the government.
You going to give back.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm going to give back. Help me. I'm going to do right.
I do understand.
Because you know me.
Right.
So, homecoming going to be lit. But I'm also going to give a scholarship. So, see?
Hello.
Palettes.
Help me out.
Exactly. I'm going to help the people.
He know.
You know me.
Yeah. Mine's a face palm emoji. That's how I've envisioned God being like, girl. What? Yeah.
I know. And I do the good one with I know you're the Lord for everybody. And you got a plan. But if you need some suggestions, I've written down 2 or 3. Suggestions. You know, I know you're busy. So I'm just saying that if you just looking for people to smite, not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Listen, I have asked God, did he create some folks? I'm like, is that... You made them on purpose. Like,
are they on the fearfully and wonderfully too?
So I know I'm like,
oh, with those rollover minutes, people. So I just,
was they part of the original plan?
Are they snaky
Or see, we have a question. Yes,
I do.
Yes,
because I'm like,
yep.
I know that when we all die, we'll all reconcile back to you, but I really don't want to stand next to her. I know. I'm hoping I'm gonna get in your presence and be so excited that I forget
you won't even
that
notice.
she ain't done nothing.
I know.
But
right now on
do you
this
get put out
earth,
for fighting?
you're not gonna have no memory of
exactly. That's how I'm like. So
must be like you meeting her for the first time,
right.
That's what I'm guessing. Who knows?
Hey,
let's just get there.
Let's
just
there.
get to heaven.
I'm gonna be excited to get in the door. I am.
I love it. Yes.
So,
do y'all have real conversations with God? Because we do. Yeah.
I know he's like, you trying to fight that? I'm like, not trying to. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want to be in VIP.
Rope.
Right. Just
the velvet
there.
rope. You can't come
there.
on. Haven't got sections. Do they have bottle service?
Right. I'm sure they do. I don't like bottle service.
I know.
But just bring me my bottle to the table.
Hello.
I don't need no parade over here. Like, I don't need that. Right.
Isn't it our birthday?
Don't do that. That's tacky. And you have the sparklers and stuff. You know I'm afraid of fire as it is.
You
so
are.
Bring me my drink.
I'm sorry. Bring it. I'ma buy you a drink. Okay.
You talk about it?
Hi, T-Pain. Whenever I go to a show, Nasty does this.
So,
oh God, go.
I love Faith.
Oh,
and
I'm her
Faith
favorite little sister.
Is loving, and I forget sometimes that she has additional friends and line sisters that aren't me. So T-Pain
girl
came to Nashville, and I hit Faith up. I was like, "Hey, he's coming. Not only coming, he's coming for her at a thing that she has great knowledge of." And so I was like, "I want to go," and she's like, "I already am going with so and so." And I was like,
and it's somebody you like. I could see if somebody you didn't like. You're like, I don't even like that hoe.
Right. I do like her.
Yes.
But I want to go. And so I was like, fine. Cool. I'll get my own tickets. I looked at the ticket price. I said, fine,
hello.
cool. I ain't going to get them tickets.
New Nashville.
There's just too much going on right now.
Yeah.
Because Patty LaBelle, Shaka them coming. And then, we got the National Convention.
Girl. You have a lot of traveling happening.
Asia.
Yeah.
Then I was just like, the money is here.
T-Pain,
and the travel and things I want to do it here. And that's not working.
Yeah.
So I gotta flip some things around.
Call God up again.
Right. The lottery numbers.
Yes.
So if you can slide those to me before the T-Pain concert, that'd be great. I didn't get the lottery numbers.
I'm sorry. It was fun.
I didn't go.
Yeah. It was. I am grateful that I am afforded certain opportunities.
Of course.
And Nasa has been a part.
Yes.
Of some of those opportunities.
Of course.
Yes.
And logically, I know you share the wealth with your peoples because you have peoples.
Yeah. That's the thing too. And when I can get more, I do more.
Of course.
And sometimes I can't. However, it was a good show. I wasn't planning on going, to be honest with you, because like you, I was like, I'm not about to pay for this. I don't want to. And it was last minute, as most of them are. And I was like, okay, cool. And went. He puts on a great show. So if you get to go. Very nostalgic. A lot of those concerts are great. People are touring all the acts you remember from college, whatever, younger, older, and you know. And you're like, oh, you remember where you were. Like, I remember when this came. I remember being at the club when, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but no, he does put on a good show. He has great energy. His DJ is great. His DJ was the opener, so there's no opening act, but it was his DJ. He playing all the crunk era, all the, you know, we in the South, so it's a lot of Nuck If You Buck and a lot of twerking songs, all that stuff. But it was his job to get the energy up. And then T-Pain came out, and it's just T-Pain. There's no dancers.
Okay.
Yeah. And he puts on a good show. It was, what, maybe 2 hours? Hour and a half, 2 hours on a school night?
You forget all the hits that he has.
Yes.
Until I saw him on the Soul Train. We got the award on the Soul Train, and he did a medley of his hits.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, T-Pain out here being fire. And then he had that residency in Miami, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, he out here for real. Like, amazingness.
Yeah.
And so...
Yeah, he was not. Girl, let me tell you though. This fool stops like most acts do. They talk in their shows. Yeah. So he was like, "Man, I just appreciate y'all rocking with me, and you know, I just turned 40." I was like, and I looked. I said, "I'm older than T-Pain." Damn. Cause he always looked old to me. No shade. He just, you know. He looked a little healthier nowadays, but I didn't know.
I didn't realize that either.
I didn't know I was older than T-Pain. And friend was like, just by a little bit, trying to make it better. I was like, damn, I'm old. Damn. Yeah. I'm older than T-Pain.
I mean, look.
So
it happens.
But I still love his music.
Yeah, like Met Your Fast Girl.
Hey. So yeah, it was good. It was good. New venue was cool. It's nice.
Okay.
Yeah. They make you wear a wristband if you are drinking. Everyone has to do that. I'm trying to see. But it's the newness of it. It's not dirtied up yet. Or, you know what I mean? It's nice.
No.
Yeah.
I saw Kindred. And that was good. So I like live music.
Right.
But I like, as we talked about earlier, live music with a chair.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
These venues talking about standing room only. No. And I got to the shoes.
Yeah.
I don't want a standing room only.
No.
I like a chair.
Yeah. You want to be able to sit down. And I did both. I was up and down. I was like, all right, I'm sit down now.
Now, that was my issue in Vegas. Because, so we went to this club called Dre's in the Cromwell. And it's, I've never been to the club in Vegas. So, apparently Vegas is a section city. And so, the dance floor is literally the size of this table y'all in front of us, which is not very big. And there are sections all around it. Yeah. And they want everybody who's not in a section to either be on the dance floor or at the bar. Well, there's not enough space because it's the size of this table. Yeah. And the go-go dancers are on stage, and I'm like, we in here like sardines. Yeah. We in the middle passage. The way I'm feeling, it's tight as hell in here. Wow. That's how I felt. Like,
I know what you mean.
Night went on. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't even dance anymore because now I'm dancing and I'm literally rubbing shoulders with somebody else. Yeah. Like, you know, I'm having my personal space. I know. I get claustrophobic. I need a little personal space. Yeah. It is. And so I'm just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And we were waiting for Wiz Khalifa to perform. And I didn't see Wiz.
He was like, this is... Yeah.
I got to go.
Because they do it when they come out late.
2 a.m. is when we hit the floor.
Damn. Yep.
2. Let me see how I was at 2. In my room.
In the bed.
In my room.
In the room. Yeah, Vegas is different.
I was like, I cannot be out here to
especially the older you get.
Also too, had I known that, tell me he'll take the floor at 2. Then I can go to bed. I can get up by midnight, get together.
They're not gonna tell you that, Nasa. You love a good itinerary.
I love it. Don't I though?
No, you do. they're never. You know they're not gonna say that because they want people in the room. They're not gonna tell you.
And I'm gonna get there about 1. I'm gonna come see him. I'm gonna be on my business.
The anticipation. Yeah, they're not gonna
Can't
tell
do
you.
it. Won't do it.
You don't know when they're gonna come up.
That didn't have no chair, and I was like, there ain't no chair for anybody else. No. Oh, well, no, thank you.
You should have been like, well, y'all not ADA compliant.
It ain't.
I mean, like, people want to have a good time and sit somewhere. Yeah, which is true. Again, because you can't always see someone's health issue or health, what they have going on. So
they are not ADA, and I'm just like, this is not it.
Yeah,
but I had a good time.
I'm glad you did.
I went to an amazing immersive exhibit in Vegas.
That's cool.
So that was cool.
Yeah,
it was very pretty. It was nice to see.
Yeah.
And just got to see the things.
There's a lot in Vegas. I know they promote just nightlife, but there are other things to do. Yeah. There are museums. There, even a show. You have a seat.
Yep.
At a show, you can go to a show. It's not always just the club. I've only been one time, and that was for an NABJ convention years ago. Years ago. And I was younger and smaller, and I was cuter, but
we're still cute. Don't do
we're still cute. But yes, so I was like out dancing and all of that. But I would imagine now, as much as I love to dance and hear music, I'm with you. I don't like being packed in either.
You would have hated it. You would have hated it.
I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah,
that's too much. So yeah, so good. I'm glad you went.
I'm glad you're here.
We're
back together.
We're back together.
I feel like we vented to you guys. We've shared the stressors.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're keeping it real. Yeah. And what we're trying to do to maintain and keep it moving.
And if you are a production assistant and know a way we can do this better,
seriously,
hit us up.
A legit certified.
Yeah.
Pro bono. I'm gonna keep it funky. Like, it is even better. It'll move you to the top of the list. Just someone who good heart, knows what you're doing, and just wants to help us out. Just because it's the right thing to do. All right.
How was that? You want to see black people win.
You want to see us win. Yeah.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you. Where can they, Nasa?
Find us everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, everywhere you listen to podcasts. That's where we are.
And in the Nashville streets, and the Vegas streets, and the worldwide streets.
I'm about to do the worldwide streets soon. Hey. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.